with a massive lexicon, all right? And we can switch it over and we can say fascism and nizzo.
Brought to you by
Kilpatrick's latest attempts to avoid paying restitution. One of the topics on...
It's all during African American History Month, and we see a bunch of people acting like a bunch of buffoons and criminals every day.
Are you saying we shouldn't try to...
Oh, it does. It has a lot to do with it. The United States government has gone after this guy and has just... Look, let me tell you.
Halloween, maybe. Halloween.
We have dragged African Americans through the mud for what, 3-4 weeks now, just because of this trial. Get it over with. The government should have finished it. They aren't going to finish it. It's well hung. Now we have to redo it all over again.
Steve, I've said before and I say it again. This is not a question of black or white.
Yes, it is a question of black or white.
And it's always that.
It is a question of black or white because cynically you have the House Judiciary Committee running down the street away from a reporter, not asking him.
John Conyers could actually help.
I don't think he's being trashed enough in this.
Name recognition is a double-edged sword.
Oh, but look at Lonnie Bates.
Look at last year what almost happened to Carolyn Cheeks Kilpatrick. Look at what almost happened to her last year. Mary Waters had no money, ran commercials on YouTube. If there wasn't, as you said this morning, a third person in that race, Carolyn Cheeks Kilpatrick would have been gone last year. Massive lexicon. Name recognition. All right, and we can switch it over and we can say fascism and nizzo.
Let's have this discussion again the day after election. Let's have this discussion the day after election.
And we will.
Let's have it May 12th to see who actually files.
No, he just can't pull it out. You can't do it. You got to explain.
Will he go to jail?
Oh, yeah. Big move's going down.
But if that happens, you don't get the money anyway.
The court, and I think the judge has had enough of it.
In that account, absolutely. One final question, and it's about a strange case. And Amy, you covered this case initially. It's about a dentist who confessed.
Any number of things can happen in that dentist chair, and it's just wrong. This guy needs to be out of the profession right now. It's dangerous. He shouldn't be around kids or anything.
He was cleared by the dental society, though.
Because there is no law. And here's what the owner and manager of the
with a massive lexicon, all right? And we can switch it over and we can say fascism and nizzo.
Race and politics spark a lively debate on
Nolan
tonight.
Finley, a man who was born the son of a preacher but found his calling outside the church, consultant Steve Hood.
After going after
and sinners on his client list, consultant Steve Hood.
The big high-profile cases because she has to recuse herself because we know everybody. It's all intertwined. I mean, at some degree.
Yeah, but the Hoods know everybody in the hood.
When John English told the school board in 1999, what he did was X out all the black contractors, or most of them, okay, on the building program, the $500 million building program. What has happened with Robert Bobb, he's gone even further. We're not in the building program, and now he's going to contracts.
But if it gets results, what's the problem?
What results? We have a $100 million deficit. What results? The MEEP scores are still down. What result? The only result is people from outside the federal charitable fund, you have to use it as the bylaws state you're going to use it. Point blank. Point blank. And what happens now, it's becoming dangerous for Carolyn Cheeks Kilpatrick the more this is getting drawn out. All right, the closer it gets to the election, she has to actually spend that much more money exponentially defining herself before her competitors define her. Your life becomes public. You don't have a private life. And let me tell you, I know 3 people that live in her neighborhood that have told me they're considering walking away from their houses because they're doing nothing but renting. These are houses that were $400,000 and $500,000 houses, and now you have houses on those blocks that are selling for $120,000, $180,000. All right, the value is just not there in Golf Club Subdivision anymore, which is where she lived. They showed it on the thing. And, you know, if I were her, you know, I would seriously consider just walking away and renting a state. You're not going to sit there and just rent, okay? If your mortgage company won't come down, if you can't negotiate with them, all right, I think she needs to make a move.
If you're an attorney and you signed a contract, now you're just going to walk away, that makes no sense.
Her neighbors are going to do it.
But there are a lot of people in that same situation.
And that is the bottom line. There is pain everywhere across every strata of income in the state of Michigan. Gentlemen, we thank you for your comments.
That speak with a massive lexicon, all right? And we can switch it over and we can say fascism and nizzo.
Race and politics spark a lively debate on Let It Rip tonight. Bill and the Gang.